all right? It's all the process. And, we did the day one, we did the HFX training back to back. Today, we're going to be doing DCX. But before we go into DCX training, I'm going to take a topic that is very, very key and very, very essential for you to actually become a profitable trader. Now, you might be wondering, how come Chairman Adenike is taking this call? I am also a trader, all right? I was also a trader. As a matter of fact, I was a trader that told myself that I want to know what trading is first before I start building the business. And, I tell you this, I shot myself on the foot, okay? But any which ways, whichever one you want to do is completely fine. It's your decision, but make sure you're making money either ways, all right? So I also traded. I've been trading for well around 3 years now. And I must tell you guys, that's one of the best decisions I've made in my entire life. It was trading that made me get into this space. Without trading, I absolutely will not even be in front of you guys here today. I decided to trade and learn the skill set, and that's why I'm here in front of you guys today. So today, guys, we are going to be treating trading psychology. How many of us here are excited? We're going to be treating trading psychology. How many of us here are excited about this topic? Because I tell you, everybody, we're going to shake tables tonight, right? Before we go into today's DCX training, and, I believe I'm timed, so let me just take my time to, do a quick alarm for myself so that I don't go way past time. So I don't go way past my time. Amazing. So if you know me too well, you know that I always have my pen and my paper because, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to share with you guys what we're about to do and, breaking it down as quick and as fast as possible. So guys, today's topic, I believe you're writing. If you're writing, go ahead and drop a 1 in the group chat. You have your pen and your paper. Just go ahead and drop a 1 in the group chat. Go ahead and drop a 1 in the group chat. Go ahead and drop a 1 in the group chat. If you're writing with me, go ahead and drop a 1 in the group chat. It's going to be a very interactive session, okay? So I want to really know how we feel. I want to know what you do. I really want, you see, we're going to be relating with each other because trust me, this thing called psychology, everybody has their own background, behavior. You're coming from a different, space of life. Maybe you're a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, you're a business owner, you've done something or the other, but trust me, we all have a mindset of our own. We all used to do some things before we got into this space. And there's no way in the world that pattern of thinking is not also going to influence what you do in this space. I believe I've already started, dropping some nuggets. There's no way in the world the pattern of thinking that you used to have is not going to affect what you're doing here and how it is you're doing what you're doing here. All right. So guys, I already have my notes. I already, prepared my notes for you guys because I'm about to break all the tables possible. And as a matter of fact, guys, I started 3 years ago. Like I told you guys, I had to bring out my notepad from 3 years ago when I first got started the opportunity. And I'll tell you guys some common mistakes that I made as well. This was a book from 3 years ago, by the way, right? I started February 2019. And, I used to make records. This is it right here. I used to make records and I used to jot down everything I do in a day, all the learning I'm doing, everything I'm doing. I used to write it down. Now, guys, you want to actually get a jotter for yourself. If you haven't gotten a jotter for yourself, that's one mistake you're making. All right. You need to get a jotter for yourself because you need to write down stuff every single day. It's as easy as if you can take your time to listen to it, then it's worth writing down. If it can, consume your attention enough to even put your attention to it, it's really worth writing down because trust me, what you're learning right now, you will be able to use it even after when you're learning it. Because remember, this is a very duplicatable skill set. Okay, you can pass it down to absolutely everybody and anybody. So today's topic is trading psychology. Trading psychology. And guys, a lot of us here, like I said, we have been coming from different spaces and spheres of life, right? You've been doing something before now that, would definitely affect your mindset in this space. But one thing I want you guys to know, the most basic thing, the most, common thing, and the thing you need to understand the most here is trading is 90% mindset and 10% skill sets. If you can get this part, guys, if you can understand this, I tell you this without a shadow of a doubt, you're good to go. Now, why do I say this, guys? A lot of people make the mistake. They make a mistake of placing 10% on mindset and 90% on skill sets. This is a common mistake that a lot of people make. And if you're on this table, I tell you this, trust me, you have no space in here, because the honest truth is only a small percentage of people really make consistent profit in here. Only a small percent of people make consistent profit over time. This is a mental game. It's a mental game. Remember, we're in a market space where we're trading $7.3 trillion a day market. What do you expect? Do you expect that it's going to be just so easy? If it was that easy to make $1 million from trading, don't you think everybody should be trading, everybody should be trading by now? Obviously, everybody should be trading. Everybody should be making money from trading. Everybody, even a 2-year-old should be trading, as a matter of fact. It's a mental game, guys. I see a lot of people making the mistake of spending so much time on learning the skill sets, spending so much time on, on skill sets, whereas you literally need to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset to a winning mindset. I love the IBO, the business owner side of the business, because that part, we don't joke with mindset at all. We are always taking a lot of that. You're joining some Go Live sessions, you're joining the likes of Kevin Rimo, other educators. You will see them talking about mindset. Do you think it's coincidental? No, it's not coincidental. It's actually what you need to do. As a matter of fact, guys, if I had to learn mindset first, I wish I learned mindset first before I learned technical analysis. Because mostly what you need is a sane mindset. Mostly what you need is, it's just to be, when your mindset is, trust me, you're going to attract more income. When your mindset is low, you're going to attract low income as well. See, your income is a direct reflection of what you have in your mind. I used to tell people this. I said, poverty is not in your pockets. It's in your mind. Once you start building your mind, once you start feeding your mind with the right information, feeding your mind with the right stuff, learning, becoming a student, being positive every time, trust me, guys, you are going to be able to win 101%. Like I said, it's a mental game. It's a mental game. You are going to have to, I don't know who's recording again. I don't know who's recording, but I believe I'm recording. It's a mental game. All right. So until you fix your mindset, you are not ready for the next level. Okay. So guys, one thing I really want you guys to write down, because I'm going to be, writing down as well, because I want you guys to follow. All right. One thing I want you to write down is you want to start focusing on you. Focus on yourself. All right. When you start to focus on yourself, you're going to start focusing on how you feel. You know you better than anybody else. All right. You know you better than anybody else. And honestly, I could pull out GBP/USD. I could pull out, what are your favorite pairs? Go ahead and drop it in the chat. I could pull out any currency pair of your choice. Go ahead and drop your favorite currency pairs in the chat box. If you've been trading for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and drop your favorite currency pairs in the chat box. Personally, I love gold. I love gold a lot. But guys, there's so many other currency pairs. Only one person has been trading for a while. If you've been trading for a while, you'll be able to relate to this topic. Somebody says BTC/USD. Drop your favorite. I told you guys it's going to be a very, very, very interactive. I see a lot of people dropping BTC/USD. Guys, I did not learn trading with cryptos, right? I didn't learn trading with cryptos. I had to learn how to make small profit first before making huge profits, okay? So I said, focus on you. And I'm going to move on to, what are the emotions that you feel? Be very honest. Remember, it's a very interactive session. Emotions you feel when you're about to take a trade and when you take a trade. Be very honest. Put in the chat box for me. What are the emotions that you feel? Fear. Amazing. I see fear. Anxiety. What else? What else, guys? Fear, anxiety, scared, nervous. What else? Uncertainty. Greed. Amazing. Be very honest. Skeptical. Fear of losing. FOMO. That one is a very huge one. Ignorance. Be honest. See, remember I told you guys, it's 90% mindset and 10% skill set. So if we're going to be talking about mindset, we need to talk about your emotions. All right. So confidence, I love that. I love that as well. Fear of losing. Oh yeah, we already have that fear of losing. Curiosity to win. That's also, you know, a good one. Fear of failure. Trust me, this is only an illusion, by the way. Impatience, amazing. Impatience. So you can see, you know, some of these emotions, right? You're not the only one. You dropped your own. You dropped your own. Some of these emotions, you will realize that you're not the only one feeling the same thing. Feeling, you know, what you're feeling. We have so many other people feeling the same thing. So many other people feeling the same thing. Now, remember I said I can pull out the GBP USD chart. I can pull out the AUD USD chart. I can pull out the BTC USD chart. I can pull out any chart, right? And I tell you as well to take a look at it. You look at it, you see the same thing. And I see. But how is it that only a smaller percentage are able to win off of seeing that same chart? How is it that only a small percentage of people are able to win with those? It's the same going up, coming down. What is happening on my MetaTrader 4 is what's happening on MetaTrader 4. What's happening on my pocket option is something happening on your pocket option. So why is it that sometimes everybody else is winning and you're the only one that is losing? Guys, guess what? We are all humans. We have emotions. We're all emotional human beings. Okay, we're all emotional human beings. And with that being said, you are allowed to feel all these things. But trust me, whether you are there or you are not there, whether you are there or you are not there, the markets will do what it wants to do. Whether you are in the market or you're not in the market. The market is going to do exactly what it wants to do. Exactly what it was supposed to do. It's not because of you that is doing what it is doing. No. It's not because of you. It's a $7.3 trillion day market. Remember that. And it's you against the entire space. It's you against all other traders. It's you against the banks. As a matter of fact, write this down in your notepad. The banks, they buy to sell and they sell to buy. I'll take that again and explain to you. The banks, because they have huge amount of money, they can take a drawdown. Your account cannot take a drawdown. So they buy. They want the market to go up so that you can actually hit stop loss or get spiked out. Once it gets all the way up there, guys, they've moved the market to the upside. They now start to sell because they have taken you out of the market. How many of us understand what I just said? If you understand what I just said, drop a 1 in the chat box. If you understand what I just said, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat box. So remember, you are not the only one in this market. The market will do absolutely everything that it wants to do with or without you, regardless. All right? Let's take it this way. Now, I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people have done this before, okay? We've done this before. I mean, someone says they don't understand. Let me explain again. I said the market will do anything it wants to do irregardless. And the banks, they are in habit of buying. They will take a buy position, right? Because they want the market. Remember, the market is supposed to go down. It's supposed to sell. And selling is going down. The market is going to take a buy position. You have gone in for a sell. This is you right here. You have gone in for a sell. Okay? And then you're expecting the market to go down. But guess what? The banks will pull in money to take a buy position. They'll allow the market go up because they want to take you out. They want to remove you. And, take all the money. So they will take a buy position. They have enough money to take drawdowns, okay? They will take a buy position, take you out, spike you out, allow, you know, all those spikes, crazy spikes you see sometimes, it's on purpose, right? Take you out. Eventually, once you are out, you'll notice that it starts to sell, because that's the initial move that he wanted to make. That's the initial move that he wanted to make. Now, do we understand? Arinze and Pascal, do we understand? It's a mindset thing. Remember, you need to start thinking like a trader, not thinking like Pascal, not thinking like Arinze, not thinking like, what's your name? Patrick, not thinking like Ayola. You need to start thinking like a professional, profitable trader. You need to actually remove those emotions that we already wrote down. You need to remove those emotions away from this market, because the market does not know your emotions. The market is very emotionless. The market does not have any regard for your emotions at all. The market does not know that you're sad. The market does not know that you're having fear of loss. The market does not know that you're feeling nervous. You have anxiety. The market doesn't know your name. The market is going to do exactly what it was going to do even before or irregardless if you're in or not. So you need to start thinking like a trader, not thinking like you. You need to learn. You need to grow in this space. Remember, you heard, the voice note from today said it's all a process. It's all the 4-figure traders, 5-figure traders, 6-figure traders that you see on the team. Trust me, they had to go through this. They didn't just get overnight success from nowhere. All right? So the market was not waiting for you to enter the trade. I know a lot of us here, we've had this coincidence where, you go into the trade and then boom, it starts to go the opposite side because I've entered now. This market has gone the other side. Because I've entered now, it's already started to drop. Can you imagine? You start to have that fear. And then boom, it eats stop loss and then starts to make the initial move that you wanted it to make. How many of us have actually felt, you've had that experience before? Drop a 1 in the chat box. You've had that experience before, drop a 1 in the chat box. You've had that experience before. You're selling and then it's going up. I entered the market, that's why it is not going up. What's the meaning of that? Right? Guys, the market doesn't know your name. It doesn't know you either. It's going to do absolutely everything that it was initially supposed to do. All right? So don't feel like the market is coming for you or against that your small, tiny account. I'll tell you the reason why you feel all of those emotions, by the way, as we go on. Okay? I'll tell you the reason why. All right? So, you analyze the market. Another thing is, a lot of us here, we analyze the market. We do analysis. We take, we have 100% analysis. I mean, you've analyzed the market that, this one is going to drop. It's going to go down. You're so sure, right? You're so sure. And that thing, and that common mistake that people make, right, is anything can happen. Anything can happen. Remember, it's a market. How many of us here, we have experienced, we're trading right now, and all of a sudden, everything is just doing opposites. Like, everything just starts to go, like, it makes a 100 pip movement, a 1,000 pip movement in 15 minutes. It makes it, how many of us have experienced that before? Anything can happen. And you need to prepare for that anything that can happen. What do I mean? You want to go in for a sell. One single news can nullify your analysis. One single thing happening in the US, happening in this, happening in that, can nullify that your perfect 100% analysis. One single thing that happens somewhere can make you have, a blown account. And as a matter of fact, a blown account is not a sin. Neither is a blown account, a stigma. No, a blown account is only lessons. Now, it's only going to be losses when you don't learn from it. It's only going to be a loss when you don't learn from it. I love trading because if you lose money, let's be honest. If you lose money, you know the reason why you lost money, yes or no? If you lose money, you know the reason why you lost money. You can go back and trace the reason why you lost money, yes or no? If you put a no in the chat box, I will know that you have not gone through the academy. I will know that you have not started trading the way you're supposed to be trading. If you lose money in the market, if you trace back, you will be able to find out the reason why it's either you didn't take the trade at the right time. It's either you were impatient. It's you want to, you just, you took a wrong entry. You did see when I was having my losing streak, I had to write it down. This is my 2019 jotter. Okay, I had to write. I'm gonna read some of these things down for us to see. Okay, I'm gonna read it down for us to see. So it can hit stop loss or spike you out, and then boom, opposite direction, the initial direction, and then immediately you start to think the market is against you. The market is against you, guys. I've blown accounts. I have blown accounts. Trust me. I have blown accounts, but trust me, I had to learn. Because the only reason why I was blowing accounts is the fact that I was over-risking my account. All right? So you need to do something. You need to emotionally detach yourself from the market. Remove all emotions. Remember, I already said it earlier. The market does not know you. Remove all the emotions, those negative, remove all the emotions that you are feeling. The market is not against you. As a matter of fact, you are in this market to profit. So if you can start thinking like a trader, that is the only way that you'll be able to conquer this market. I'm going to tell you some common mistakes that I made. I don't know if you can actually relate to any of them, right? So common mistakes that a lot of people make, I make, right? So when you remove yourself emotionally from the market, you'll be able to understand that, you're not just all about the profit. The best of the best traders, they are not worried about the outcome of the trade. Write that down. The best traders are not worried about the outcome of the trade. I'll tell you why they're not worried. I'll tell you the reason why they're not worried very soon. But let me tell you about the common mistakes that I made. And, I had to write it. I had to realize that this is what I'm doing. Number one, I lot sizes. I risk. You have a $100 account. You're risking $20 in a trade, $50 in a trade. You have a $1,000 account. You're risking $500 on a trade. For what? You want to rob from the market to rob from you. You want to rob the market, nothing, you're not supposed to cut corners. If you cut corners, you're going to get burned. Do it the right way. You've heard experts tell you, this is how I did it. This is what I did. And trust me, and that's how it does work for them. That's how it works for most people. But you, that is just 1 week old, 2 weeks old, is that you are trading like you want to retire tomorrow. You are trading like you want to buy a Benz tomorrow. You are trading like you want to buy a home tomorrow. Can you buy that from your job? No. So why do you feel like this market owes you a job, a home, or a new car? You won't make that kind of money on the first day you open up a shop. So why do you all of a sudden want to make? I don't want to drag some people this evening. No. Let me tell you about the common mistake that I made. So I lot size. Number two, upping on trade signals without my own confirmation. Upping on trade, I get a signal now, boom, I'm taking it. When I get a signal, I want to know the reason why they are buying. I want to know the reason why they are selling. I want to know why they say I should sell at this point. Why they tell me to buy at this point, right? Number three, upping on trades recklessly. I see that it's about to go up or it's already going up. Boom, feel, I enter inside. It's shooting down, it's going down, it's going down, going down. Let me enter. Boom, you enter. Guys, fast moves are false moves. Write that down. Fast moves are false moves. All right? Number four, not taking profit when necessary. I wasn't taking profit. I see huge profit like that. I'm already excited. My time is almost over, guys. I see huge profit like that. I'm already excited. I'm good. You tell me to secure my profit. I want you secure profit. Find a way to always secure your profit. Find a way to always, you've made $5 a day. That's the end. I had pocket options has this lock that all the profit you make in a day, you can actually lock it up into a particular safe. I don't know about that. I've not tried it before, but I know that when it comes to trading on MetaTrader 4, because I'm more of an MT4 trader, right? I always secure my profit. I move stop loss into profit and I let the trade ride. Anything else happen from there, even if it's that small money I've made, I'm good, right? So you want to always learn to take profit, stick to proper risk management, then counter trading. You lost money because you saw that it was going up, right? You lost money because you took a sell position, right? You took a sell position and then it's going up. You lost money because it was going up. You closed the sell that you took, right? And then you now start to do what? You now start to buy. You lose money and then you want to revenge on the market. Let me follow it to do what it was doing. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's a risk to reward kind of thing. All right? That's very, very wrong. Stop doing that. Controlling my emotions. Sometimes I used to chicken out of trades. I see that I made small profit though. Learn to just secure profit. I've made $2, $3. I close the trade immediately. And you now come back to the market and you now find out that, and this thing went down more. I should have left that trade. Whereas you could have just secured some profit. You could have just secured your profit. Move your stop loss to break even. But you close the trade because you were trying to rob the market. You knew that you did something wrong. That's the only reason why you chicken out of a trade, because you are not sure of your analysis. You are not sure of what you did. All right? So you need to pay attention to impulsive moves and some that are aggressive. I told you guys earlier on, fast moves are false moves, okay? Fast moves are false moves. So guys, let me tell you about, three rules that I would personally tell you guys to practice even more, okay? 3 rules I'll tell you guys to practice every single day, all right? No, let me tell you about the 3 rules first, okay? Number 1, patience. The patient dog eats the fattest bone. You want to go into the trade by fire, by force at the time you want to go in, and that's not the right time. And that's not the right time. The patient dog is. Remember, I said you're thinking like a trader. You're thinking like a trader. You're not thinking like Elijah. You're not thinking like Kemi. You're not thinking like Stacy. You're not thinking like Dami. You're not thinking like Joy. You're thinking like a professional trader. Remember, you're actually learning every single day. So you need to be very patient with the market. Sometimes you can miss the moves, that's fine. But I tell you this, if you actually miss the move, it's better than you losing your money in the move because you jumped in too early. So stay patient, guys. Number 2 things is you need to have 3 to 4 confirmations. The reason why you're taking a trade, why are you taking a trade? Why would you say is the reason why you're taking this trade now? What is the reason why you're taking that trade? Why? Tell me why. You can't explain because you saw it was going up or it was going down. So also, we'll sit down with our pocket options or our IQSet account and you are just trading up and downs. Trading up and downs. You will sit down in one sitting and blow the entire money in your account in just one sitting. Guys, if you had even risked, if you have a $100 account and you're risking 1% of your account per trade, it means that you are going to have to take 100 trades before you can lose the entire money. I'm going to take that again. You have a $100 account and you're only risking 1% of your account, which means that every trade you are taking is only $1. For you to blow the entire $100, you're going to have to take trades 100 times to lose the entire money in that account. And if you lose the entire money in that account after taking 100 trades, I will tell you this, go to your village and go and wash your head. Because there's no way in the world you can take 100 trades and lose 100 times. There's no way in the world. All right. So you want to practice what? Practice, and let me, before I get to the last part, like I said, 3 to 4 confirmations. Why are you taking that trade? I'll tell you some of the confirmations that I actually practice even to you today. Number 1, market structure. Number 1 is market structure. What is it? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? I look at that because once I see that, especially on a higher time frame, I know the direction that the market is going to. I know, the story that the market is trying to tell me. I know the story that the charts are trying to tell me. Number 2, we also have, I also have key levels, support and resistance zones. If you look at my charts, my trading view everywhere, you're going to see support and resistance zones. Market is very repetitive. We already know that. Market is very, very repetitive. Whether you're trading DCX or HFX, so you have to use either of this. All right. So I use market structure, which is the highs, higher lows. I use, trend lines, I use support and resistance rather, right? Which is your floors and your ceilings. Also, I use my trend lines. I'm a trend line. I'm a price trapper. I like to trap price a lot because market, the charts are only going to, touch my lines, and it's going to do what? It's going to break out. It's always going to break out. I always allow 3 to 4 touches on my trend line, and immediately from there, it likes to break out, right? So I do, like I said, market structure 1. I do major key levels, which is support and resistance 2. I do trend lines, which is 3. Also, I do price action, candlesticks, right? If you don't know all these topics, trust me, I guarantee you, it's all in your academy. I do candlesticks. Candlesticks is super duper important. Your candles are telling you stories. In every candle, there's always a story in it. Number 4 is, I told you about 4. I think that's 4. Have I mentioned 4? I think that's good. And any other, salt and pepper you want to add to it. I don't like, what do they call these things? All these Bollinger Bands, this, that. I don't like it. I'm a naked chart trader. I didn't grow up with learning how to do that. Stochastics, RSI, I don't like it. I don't know how to, right? But if you like it, you're used to it, fine. I don't like my chart looking like a masquerade. When I feel this is like masquerades are dancing on my charts, and I don't like it. It's like, too many things at the same time. I'm not saying they're not good. They're really good, especially with hourglass. It's very easy to use with hourglass because all you just need to do is wait for this to happen and then that. But, me trading by not EMAs. Not EMAs, all right? It's all of them. All of them are all together. They're all in the same family, all right? They're all in the same family. Somebody remind me the name of these things again. I've forgotten. Indicators. Yes, indicators. I don't really like indicators. So they're all the same family members. I don't really like them so much, but I'm not disregarding them because they really, really work, all right? They really work. They're also doing their job on your chart, okay? So I told you guys, number 3 is risk management. Now, you see this one that I've mentioned, out of every other thing, this is the key thing. This is the only reason why all those emotions that we mentioned earlier, that's why you feel that way. That's why you feel that way. Yeah, of course, my analysis might not work. Maybe my strategy might not work for you. What I use might not work for you. Whatever works for you, but you need to learn what works for you. All right, you need to learn what works for you. But trust me, we're all looking at the same GBP USD chart or AUD USD chart or this thing chart, and it's still going to do whatever it wants to do. Okay, so proper risk management, like I said, is if you're not practicing proper risk management. Okay, guys, you're really, really, you're shooting yourself on the foot. And that's the only reason why you would feel those ways. Okay, you feel like, you're scared, you're greedy, you're this, you're that. If you're not practicing proper risk management, guys, the honest truth is losing trades is not the worst thing that can happen to you. I'm going to tell you guys this. Losing a trade is not the worst thing that can happen to you. How do you confirm without indicators? I already mentioned all I use. Marinda, I want to scroll through. So like I said, write this thing down. Losing a trade is not the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing that can happen to you is winning a trade without proper risk management and not knowing how you won that trade. That is the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing, like I said, is not that you are losing trades. No, winning the trade without knowing how you won that trade and without proper risk management is the worst thing that can happen to you. Let me give you an example. Guys, I funded my account with $100, right? I funded my account with $100. I grew the $100 to $500 in one day. I took it from $100 to $500 in one day. What do you think will happen to me in my next trade? Be honest. What do you think will happen to me in my next trade? Blow. You cannot run away from blowing the account. See, you cannot run away from blowing the account. Take my word for it. You can't run away from, if you don't blow it that day, you blow it another day. Because you definitely did it the wrong way. You won the wrong way. Blow it. Thank you. You won the wrong way. You won with shortcuts. And they're not shortcuts to success. Never have I seen anyone. Anyone that you get is not going to last. So like I said, the worst thing that can happen to you is not losing. It's actually taking a trade, winning that trade without proper risk management or not knowing how you won that trade. It's very bad. Very, very bad. See, it's not about you making $100 in one day. I've been making $500 in one day. No. The person that I will respect the most is somebody that makes $1 every single day. If you can constantly make $1 for the next 30 days, that's how you can impress me. I heard that from Christopher Terry and it has stuck in my head since. The way to impress me is not by taking a $100 account to $500 in one day. No, it's to actually take your account from make $1 per day. Someone's asking me, do I take HFX or DCX? I actually trade mostly DCX, by the way. Gold, I trade on my MetaTrader 4. All right. I don't do so much of HFX. I do HFX because, you know, everybody on the team does HFX and I also want to know what's happening there. I don't know how it works and all of that stuff. I want to join the evening clears. I want to know how we're doing as well. All right. But when it comes to trading withdrawals, it's more from my MetaTrader 4. Okay. So guys, like I said, the only way you can impress me is to make $1 every single day, not make $100 today and lose $100 tomorrow. That's not consistent profit. Your goal is to become a consistent, profitable trader over time. In the long run, you're a long-term trader, not a short-term trader. You're not short-sighted by quick profits. If you make quick profits, you're going to lose it immediately. So with that being said, I know I've overstayed my welcome. And I hope, you guys have been able to get value from this session. I wish I could have actually taught more on the types of learning, but, because of time, I'm going to pass it on to our DCX gurus. We just have to take this one first because everybody is guilty of this thing. Some way, somehow, everybody's guilty of this and you are doing it and you know it's wrong. So please stop. Please stop because trust me, you're probably just going to get tired and quit because you are shooting yourself on the foot purposely, which is not good. All right. So guys, with that being said, I love you guys so much as well.